Alrighty, what's going on guys, my name is TJ and welcome back to another brand new video. So today we are going on to Tiberium Essence, which is something I didn't expect to be doing this early into casting, but today we are. So on the right hand side of the map today we have got Legend, and on the left hand side we have got Goblin, both playing GDI. Double outpost, how okay. Okay. Phantom's going for the traditional Tiberium Wars / King's Wrath build, power plant, and then the barracks to go get a cap on a spike. He's already got one. I think he's going for a second one at the moment. Then he's going to be dropping down refinery, likely going war factory, and then harvesters. Bit of contesting in the middle. The double outposts are on their way. I'm not really sure what's going to be going on here. Although, guys, you have to understand that in Tiberium Essence, the outposts of GDI do unpack into a weaponized outpost. I think they fire missiles or something along those lines. So we're going to see how that goes. He looks like he's trying to sneak them over to FireHawk's base, or Phantom's base, sorry. His name is FireHawk on Discord, and I get confused between the FireHawk and the Phantom part. Got some Falcons coming out. Basically, they are the Pitbull equivalent for Essence at the moment, armed with kind of tank shells. They're quite interesting units to see. Can be quite tanky at times as well. Trying to deny FireHawk the bridge at the moment. We're just going to call him FireHawk, because I'm just going to keep getting confused when I say Phantom. Trying to deny him the bridge at the moment, which is going to set him back slightly. He's going to have to reroute around. Falcons are going up like the side of the map. FireHawk's actually managed to capture something, I would imagine. That's how he's been able to put down a Vulcan tower. Which is an interesting choice. Things are going down at the moment. 2 more Falcons turning up, ready to create some havoc in Goblin's base. Goblin's trying to hold them off with Falcons himself, but it's not quite working to plan. Goblin, however, has put down a war factory in FireHawk's base. This is going to be rather annoying for FireHawk. He's going to have to get some units out and cancel off the harvesters to try and deal with that war factory. But FireHawk's not giving up. He's keeping on the aggression inside of Goblin's base, trying to shoot absolutely everything and get him. Oh boy. Down comes an RPG tower. It's going to cause some devastation to the vehicle units. FireHawk's reverse moving his MCV out of there. He's seen the War Factory and a Titan. The Titan is dealing some pretty nasty damage to the Harvester. Could potentially be losing it in a minute. And if he does, he's going to literally be down in economy for most of the time. He has got 1 spike, which I guess he's guarding at the moment, trying to keep them. FireHawk getting pushed out of Goblin's base, but he's not giving up. He's got 4 Falcons at the moment. 3 because one's just gone down. What on earth is going on? I don't even know where to look right now. Trying to get those Falcons out to try and deal with the contesting units in his base, but I really don't think FireHawk's going to be able to push Goblin out of here. Goblin is all over him currently at the moment. MCV is redeployed down at the bottom Tiberium field here. Unfortunately for him, Goblin's still sitting on blue Tiberium. It's nearly out, but he's still sat on blue Tiberium, and he has got 2 spikes, I believe. 3, including the one in the back of the map. Refinery goes down, so he's taking FireHawk's blue Tiberium. What a kick in the nuts. Down goes the War Factory. He has now got no vehicle production at all. FireHawk's trying to get back into the game, but unfortunately, Goblin has taken his base, and he's indeed pushed FireHawk out of his main base as well. Very soon, that Vulcan tower is going to be gone. And now there's no contesting in Goblin's base. FireHawk's left with the MCV, but it looks like he is absolutely broke right now. So he's going to really struggle to get back. Probably going to have to sell off the power plant. Might be trying to hold out so he can get the refinery. But if I was him, I'd cancel whatever that is on the defense tab. Although I don't think it's going to make much difference because we've got some Vulcans coming down. 6, I believe. He scouted that FireHawk's down here, just taking a little look around to see what else he's got, if he needs to take anything else out. Completely taken over the base up here, power plant left there, but really it's not anything to worry about. You might as well take the MCV out first. And here they go, attacking the MCV. FireHawk's not going to be able to contest this. He's got no money to come back into the game. No money to get anything, to be fair. You may as well just sell off, call it GG, and there it is. Legend, okay, Legend he's called himself online. I couldn't remember whether he's Phantom, Firehawk, or Legend, so I just called him Firehawk for the video's purpose. We're not going to end here though, guys. We're going to have a second game, but this second game is going to be a 2 versus 2. I believe we've got Kella FireHawk, and we'll see what the other two are in just a moment. So let's go jumping straight over there and see what game number 2 brings us. So here we are, guys, game number 2, 2 versus 2. In the top left hand corner today we have got the green screen, who is Kella. Over on the right hand side, his teammate GDI Brown, I believe. I can't tell if that's brown or red. I think it's brown. That would be Firehawk. Down in the bottom left, the grey GDI, that would be Flex. And the bottom right, we have got a blue nod, Firestar. I had to double check a couple of times because I'm unfamiliar with the names these guys are rolling with. I'm used to their Discord names, if I'm honest with you, so I had to like reread it and be like, oh, okay, this is that name. Oh, we've got some Tiberium silos on the map at the moment. So I guess this type of game is going to be expansion to here, then expansion to here. This is probably the Tiberium field we're going to see a lot of contesting on. I am so unfamiliar in the builds for Tiberium Essence, so just bear with me. However, I think this is going to be really good fun. I always wanted to get some games on some mods casted, and Tiberium Essence is one of the great ones. You guys know it's one of the best Tiberium Wars mods out there. Likely has always been as well. Firehawk going for the traditional build again, of course. The refinery, war factory, and then harvesters. Kella's moving his MCV down at the moment as Scrin. No war factory for the extra harvesters, but he probably doesn't need it at the moment because he's sitting pretty nicely on that Tiberium silo. And he's got middle map observation alongside Firehawk to be able to see what's going on. A couple of structures garrisoned at the moment. Flex is trying to get rid of the bridge that guides his base. Not really sure it matters too much about that bridge. It doesn't really lead to anywhere. Standard builds, I would say, at the moment. Not too much going on. No sneaky attacks that are going to be coming in. Infantry squad crying because he's just controlled him to go through some Tiberium, and that's damaged them. Razorbacks, I guess, are going to be your Seeker / Gunwalker variant units. And we did see Firehawk sneaking around with some Falcons, but I don't know where they've gone. Ah, here they are. Like I said in the game before, these are basically your Pitbull variants that shoot tank shells, as far as I know. Going for the mobile sensor array that have been... Oh, nice. I didn't even realize that they were a thing on the map. Some capturable... Unless you keep your unit near it. I didn't see any engineers go in there, so I guess you just go near it and it becomes yours. Might be wrong. Might have missed the engineer. I think Firehawk's going to go for a push with the Falcons onto the Harvester aggression at the moment. It's going to really wind up Firestar at the moment, but we're going to see. We're going to see. Reverse moving his way down there. Razorback up for the scout, looking at the main base here. It's not going to deal any damage. MLRS units. Absolutely love these, man. And looking forward to seeing what they do. Firehawk's going for the Tiberium silo. He's going to take it away from Firestar, which is going to heavily injure the economy at the moment. It's going to set him back very slightly behind the rest of the players on the map. Firehawk, I think he's going to be going for the other silo on the other side. Being chased down by some harpies. Not really going to do very much to these units at the moment. And for Falcons on this mod, unlike Pitbulls, cannot shoot air, so he's going to have to be as careful as possible. He could potentially take out this Conyard, though, if they don't hurry up and pick up the pace. They're going to need to try and get rid of these Falcons, otherwise that Conyard is a goner. MLRS units turning up, ready to obliterate the Falcons, but I think Firehawk could potentially take this construction yard. Oh, it was so close. It was so close, but we have got an Orca strike coming down. This could potentially lead to the end of that construction yard, which is really going to set back Flex. Flex is going to have to, hopefully he's got a crane or something. There is a crane on the map, so it's going to set him back expansion-wise, but he should be okay for the moment. It's going to be a heavy loss either way. And there it goes. Firestar has done the expansion to the first field. Kella was already there quite far long ago. What are these? Talos. See how those perform. Everybody's on their second field as far as I can see. Upgrade for the Harpy. He's going to deal some pretty nasty damage. He's going to be going after the AA units. The Razorbacks are taking some hits. If he can get rid of all of the Razorbacks, he should be able to deal some optimal damage to the rest of Kella's units. Kella's going to be spamming out as many Razorbacks as he possibly can. And of course, the missile battery goes down. Firestar is going to be retreating those Harpies away. Sensor array has been destroyed on both sides. There's no longer a sensor array on the map. Oh boy, he just went straight over that mine. A lot of harassment with the Harpies at the moment. They're not going to do too much damage. He's been trying to do some harvester harassment, but unfortunately for him, Kella had already set up many missile batteries that are literally just going to ruin the air. I've always said on Command & Conquer, I personally believe Scrin anti-air defense structures are so much better than NOD and GDI. I just think they are absolutely devastating. FireHawk's going for some Orcas at the moment. Could be doing some harvester harassment with them. Quite potentially. He's moving around the back of the base. FireHawk's now deployed his construction yard, so now they are onto the middle field. More Harpies on their way. FireHawk doing some devastation to the War Factory. He has now spotted the crane. Crane hasn't quite gone down, which is very unfortunate for him. Perhaps if he went for the crane first, he could have really set back Flex on this game. Without a doubt, he's sending another Orca. I don't know if that one Orca is going to be enough to take out that crane. It could potentially do it. Oh no, it's been repaired by an engineer. There's no way you're taking that, my friend. Oh. Potentially would need 2 Orcas to deal that damage. The Scourge is out on the field doing some harassment. If Kella could then redirect it to the crane, he could finish off the crane and really set back the construction production at the moment. Although there is a construction yard out on the map, so he would be okay. It's just another inconvenience again added to Flex, who has been under harassment since the beginning actually. Avatars have been coming out alongside some decimated cyborgs, which means there is a Tacitus archive somewhere on the map, although I haven't seen it anywhere, which is interesting. Is it here? No, it's the Harpies. I don't know where that is. Somewhere on the map anyway. State shield gone down. FireHawk and Kella's going to be pushing on to the forward base here. Likely not to do too much damage because there are many infantry. And now the decimators are moving in. And it is absolutely shredding. Harpies on the back up with some avatars. They are under some heavy tier 3 attack now because Firestar is getting ready for that push. Flex is moving in with a bunch of MLRSs. I'm going to call them hovers for this game, because I just saying MLRS every time I see one is just, you know, let's just say hovers. That's basically what they are, sandstorm slash hovers slash MLRS. Ooh, a couple of Scourges. Did they just teleport? Is that an ability? Wow. Scourges actually have blink packs on them, and they're going to be doing some harvester harassment over here, but the war is going on in the middle. Decimators are literally doing what they're called. They are decimating everything at the moment. Pushing Kella and FireHawk back. The Overlord's Wrath is coming down. Taking out half of the health of the refinery. I don't know if it took a harvester just then. I did see one dock, but I thought I could already see one there beforehand. So it's quite possible. But the decimators are literally laying waste to so many units at the moment. Harpies coming up for the backup. There are Razorbacks on the field and some shock troopers, so keep the air behind, because if you push them out on the front, they're just going to get slapped out of the air right now. Firestar is dealing so much damage at the moment. Many of the tanks are being destroyed. The avatars are mopping up, and the decimators are laying waste. Storm column goes down, trying to go for the defense, but it immediately gets taken out. Flex is moving up with his hovers, although they're not going to be doing too much currently. It's pushing him back slightly, and Firestar's going back for some repairs on the avatars. FireHawk and Kella took a lot of losses at that one point just then. Scourger's going to be moving in to do some more harvester harassment. Not a whole lot that Firestar can do right now, although the Harpies should be able to do some damage. But it would see the Scourgers are pretty damn powerful. Oh boy, we've got some sonic emitters up, as I like to call the disruption towers, because that's basically what they are. Sonic emitters are a little bit different in my eyes, but that's the current state at the moment. I think there's more harvester production going on for the bottom team, although there has been a mop up in the main base, which I did miss. FireHawk moving in with the Falcons. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting taken out by the Harpies, and a Mammoth Mark II is on the field. That's going to be very painful if that gets moved into the middle. Combined with the decimated cyborgs and avatars, it's going to be a pretty strong attack force, but FireHawk did a really nice run on the bottom base here. Unfortunately, he couldn't touch too much of this area. Mark II was waiting for him. Blink Pack has been engaged, and I think he got his Scourgers out of there and laid down a Ion Storm support power. Very contested in this middle at the moment. Everybody's kind of gathering their units to try and see how much damage they can do and how many units they can build up. Avatars are going to be pushing in, trying to get rid of those battle bases because they are pretty nasty in this mod. I've got to admit, the rigs in Kane's Wrath are very nice, but the battle bases in Tiberium Essence I feel are so much better. FireHawk's going to be bringing out some Juggernauts. Definitely going to need them now that they have seen the Mark II. The Mark II is just down here. Don't think he's got any upgrades on him just yet, but he can. I don't know how you can tell actually. I think the top part is one of the upgrades, one of the rail upgrades. I think it's this one, this launcher. Could be the anti-aircraft railgun turret, I'm not sure, but I believe you can put both of them onto the Mark II and turn him into an absolute beast. Mark II laying waste to absolutely everything at the moment. I think that tripod is going to be getting taken out. Oh, he got him out just in time. Shock troopers are trying to do some damage. They have taken quite a lot of the Mark II's health, but Firestar's pushing in again with the decimators and the avatars, just pushing, taking out everything that comes out of that war factory. FireHawk is losing harvester after harvester after harvester. Falcons are coming down to try and make a push and get rid of these units, but unfortunately the decimators are laying waste to them at the moment. They're basically walking banshees. And I believe they have a laser ability. And of course, an increased fire rate upgrade and speed upgrade. So, wow. That is filthy. But we do, however, see the Leviathan mothership out on the field. So that is now 2 units currently on the battlefield. I have not seen any from the other players. FireHawk is really struggling with his economics at the moment. But the Leviathan is going to deal some tremendous damage. And armed with the Iron Storm support power for the unit, it will also regain its health while it's inside that Iron Storm. Plus the Iron Storm gives extra defense because you've got a thunderstorm around your unit, you know what I mean? He's trying to get rid of the main units here. I think the avatars aren't the issue. The main issue is the decimators, because they do, however... Oh boy! Down goes the Leviathan. FireHawk's coming in with the rigs, but unfortunately he was too late and couldn't help his teammate. I don't know whether in Essence you can repair your own teammate's stuff with the battle bases. Well, I'm going to assume at this one time that is what FireHawk was going for, trying to repair the Leviathan to help out Kella, but unfortunately that Leviathan got wasted. So much going on. This middle map is so contested. It has made it for a really nice gameplay, I have to admit. Kella's going to be losing a Harvester if he's not careful to those hovers. Bam goes the Harvester. It is basically a defense game for Kella and FireHawk at this moment in time, trying to hold back the tier 3. The Firestar has got so much tier 3 with the Cyborg Commando also rolling in as well. Harvesters are getting slapped. A couple of Razorbacks there, I guess, to try and deal with the Harpies. Unfortunately, the Harpies are being kept back because he knows that Kella's waiting for him with them. Of course, missile turrets are also down as well, or missile batteries. Got some snipers on the field, although I don't know if we've got any juggernauts to do some bombarding. We have got one, and the Mark II is slowly making his way up as well. Another Leviathan has been constructed and teleported over to the main front line. Hopefully, we can have a bit more defense for them this time around. There are some walls being put down for the Skrin faction to try and deviate this tier 3 mech army that is currently being held by Firestar. Sooner or later, one of the players are going to make a mistake and they're going to be able to take this middle ground. Firestar is just constantly building up his army, but with that Leviathan there, it is going to cause some serious damage to the tier 3 that's there currently. Harpies are moving in. Missile batteries are trying to take out some of these Harpies. He managed to wormhole that unit out of there before it was too late. I believe backed somewhere here. There he is, just there. He's going to have to activate the Iron Storm to try and get some repairs on him. Mark II is under heavy fire by Kella and FireHawk coming in with the Orcas. Down goes the Mark II. Firestar is trying to push back Kella just by scaring him with the sheer mass of tier 3. Unfortunately, FireHawk's army has been really set back. His production was more or less annihilated on this middle ground in early games, so it's set him back quite badly, unfortunately for him. Ironstorm come down doing some Harvester harassment. Oh boy, we've got a mastermind taking control of one of Flex's Juggernauts, which is obviously going to go straight down if he isn't careful. They're trying not to attack them, but unfortunately he is going to take that loss right now. More Harvester harassment. Unfortunately, it was a fail because the Harpies came on in. Tier 3 going to be moving up the left-hand side. Kella has spotted it. The Leviathan is moving sideways. We've got some Star Wars squads and some shock troopers out on the field. Not too sure what the Star Wars do, so we're going to find out in just a second if they're going to be able to attack. That is. The missile batteries, I believe that's an upgrade it's got. The Tiberium enhancement, that actually looks really nice. Oh boy, we've lost one of the avatars at the moment. Harpies are getting banged out the sky. He's only got one left, and now even that is only on half health. Decimators, however, are making an extremely painful push. Devastators, of course, are on the field. Leviathan's picking them off, but the cyborgs have now taken the Leviathan, unfortunately for Kella. Another avatar goes down, but the Decimators are moving their way back around the back of the base, taking out the refineries, taking out the Razorbacks. The tripod doesn't really stand a chance at this point in time. There is a sonic emitter trying to reach the units, but unfortunately it's just too far back, and Firestar is just pushing left as far as he can go. There's a high chance he can appear up here, and there's not a lot Kella can do about it at the moment. Most of their defense is sat back. Army moving in. I think they're fully upgraded avatars as well. Decimators are doing some damage, and there's even a heroic one which is going to do absolute immense damage right now. Backed up with Flex's hover units. Nearly got heroic ranks on those as well. They got some pretty nice range, and I believe they can shoot the air as well. I'm not too sure, actually, to be fair. Harpies are making short work of the anti-air units that were coming in. Tech center is going down. So it's the final tripod Kella will be making today. The sellout comes out. Kella is now out of the game, I believe. He hasn't got anything else worth left. I think it's the Tiberium silos usually keep you in. But the Mark II have moved up as well, and FireHawk is kind of out of luck at this point in time. Trying to finish off all of Kella's units. Kella hasn't given up straight away. But unfortunately, they haven't really got a chance. Oh boy. Down goes another avatar. Being chased down. I believe this is actually FireHawk's Mammoth Mark II. So it could be doing some pretty nasty damage. So he's going to have to move his tier 3 away. And that is now Kella out of the game, I believe. Defeated. Okay. Small decimator cyborgs just down here. I keep looking around for this archive, but I can't see it anywhere, so I don't really know where he's been getting these units from. The Harpy's over there. Avatar limping away. I gotta hand it to Karnus though. Look at the model for this avatar. It's absolutely stunning. It looks so much better than the standard avatar for King's Wrath and Tiberium Wars, of course. It's like a beefy version of the avatar. FireHawk's trying to make a push with the Mark II and the battle bases to keep him repaired up. Unfortunately for him, there is quite a lot of tier 3 here, but there is a possibility that he could still push through here. I'm not too sure. Oh boy. Those decimators, man. They are dealing some immense damage, and they seem to have a lot of armor as well for the type of unit that it is. There's no way you're going to be able to push that heroic one back, unfortunately. Severe map control. FireHawk sells out, and that is a victory for Flex and Firestar. What a game. Let's have a little look here. So, Flex Big Arms was Kella. Resources, income. They weren't too far behind in terms of income, actually. I think Firestar was the only one that really had the most income out of everybody, but Kella was extremely close to Firestar's income. Not too bad at all. Well, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Like I say, I am really not familiar with the way Tiberium Essence units are. I hope I did a good-ish job. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed watching both of those matches. I've got many more casts to come. We've got some more Red Alert 3 on their way. And I've got a couple more Tiberium Essence replays to show you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video.